The other day, someone asked me, how do you explain to someone who believes in the Big Bang Theory that God exists? I feel like this is a question many believers have. There are plenty of books out there about defending Christian beliefs, and specifically addressing the idea of the Big Bang and evolution theories, but I'd like to share with you a compact version of some of the most convincing arguments I've heard for the existence of a divine creator. Let's start with the things that everyone knows and can observe. First of all, life exists. Not only does it exist, but it's also complex and intricate. There are so many factors that go into the sustaining of life here on Earth, including our distance from the sun, the tilt of the Earth to create seasons for growing crops, the process of reproduction, the resources of water and oxygen, and much more. If you remove just one of the many factors that make life on Earth possible, that one missing factor would exterminate all of life. So what does this tell us? Well, it tells us that life is fragile and complicated. The odds of it appearing on its own are non-existent. This points to life having been put together by an intelligent designer. A designer with a perfect understanding of all the intricate details that would make the designer all-knowing if not very close to it. I mean, I have a hard enough time keeping a goldfish alive, let alone designing from the ground up an animal's entire body system and the entire ecosystem to maintain it on a global scale. Of course, even the existence of any life in the first place begs the question, when did it start? Let's consider the principle of Newton's third law. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. Even though this principle is talking about motion, it still kind of applies to existence, because if something exists, something else had to put it there. This causes a paradox, however, because if thing number 1 exists because of thing number 2, then thing number 2 first has to be put there by thing number 3 before it can make thing number 1 exist. This process can continue on indefinitely until eventually you need something to exist without something else having created it. Now, if you have something that exists without it needing to be created by something else, then that means that it's a thing or a person that can exist outside of the laws that govern our world, including the laws of time and space. That's the only way to break the cycle and reach some kind of starting point. Now, if you have something that can exist outside of the laws of time and space, with an intelligence that at minimum borders on being all-knowing, I don't know about you, but that sounds an awful lot like God to me. Another problem with the Big Bang Theory is that it runs contradictory to everything we know and observe in our world. Nowhere else at any point of time have we ever observed something coming from nothing, which the Big Bang implies. Not only that, but we also observed that destructive forces cause greater chaos rather than greater order, unless they are first placed intentionally by an intelligent designer. This means that even if the Big Bang did happen, it still needs an intelligent designer that can exist outside of space and time in order to even be feasible. The only thing that makes consistent sense in explaining the origin of life is the existence of God. If you'd like to talk to me more about this subject, or you have a question you'd like me to address, you can contact me through the Sermon in the Pocket Facebook page, or email me at sermoninthepocket@gmail.com. Also, if you like this program and want to support it, you can pledge a monthly support on my Patreon page. And I'd encourage you to share this if you liked it with friends and family that you think would enjoy listening to it. Either way, thank you for taking the time to listen, and have a wonderful day.